Ready with me to go for dinner with my boyfriend's family, and also I moved my lighting around a little bit and I'm pretty sure it looks even worse than it did before, so let me know. For foundation, I'm going to mix my Be Perfect Chroma Cover again with the NARS Light Reflecting. I use the shade Patagonia in this one and the shade C6 in that. Way too much of that Be Perfect. That is going to go spread for miles. But yeah, I really like this foundation combination. That's a mouthful. I just love how those foundations look together. I'm going to use the Doll Beauty Cream Contour in the shade Medium to Bronze. That cream bronzer just blends in so beautifully. I absolutely love it. I really want to try the blush hack where people basically put it on before their concealer and then it kind of like blends in. So I'm going to try that today. I'm using the blush in the shade Sweet Cheeks and I'm just going to apply that quite heavily. So I've just applied that closer to my under eye than I usually would. And then I think you kind of like just blend your concealer in the inner corner of your under eye. If this goes wrong, someone's going to pay because I don't have time to take off my makeup and redo it before I need to go. So this better work. And then I'm going to apply a little bit less concealer than I usually would. So usually I'd do it here as well, but I'm not going to do that today. And then I'll just apply it in all the normal areas that I would. Blend all the other areas in. Here goes. I'm just going to blend it in, but I'm going to keep my brush literally just in this inner corner part and not really try and blend it out too much, if that makes sense. I've just added a little bit more concealer and then also a little bit to contour my nose as well, so I'm going to pat that in again. And then I'm also adding a tiny bit of a lot paler concealer. Sometimes I think my concealer is too dark. I don't think it brightens my under eyes enough. So the first concealer that I use, which is the coverage that I love, is the HMB concealer in the shade SF2N, but I haven't got any of my super light shades with me. So then the lightest concealer that I could find that I have at home is the Be Perfect Chroma Cover concealer in the shade C2. So that's what I'm putting on now. Okay, I do like how it looks. I don't think it probably doesn't look as good as when all the other TikTok MUAs do it, but that's okay. We're just practicing. Practice makes progress. I'm just filling my brows in now with the Pink Honey original brow hold, because if I do it at the beginning, then I find that they get too much product in them throughout the makeup process and then it's hard to remove. And then if I do it at the end, it ruins the makeup. So maybe now will be a good time. I'll have to do part 2.